Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB Super Formula World Championship. This is round 5, race 3 from Spa in Belgium. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Super Formula World Championship here on GTSport. This is round 5, race 3 from Spa-Francorchamps. This is the 30-minute race, so 16 laps of Spa with the pit stop. So let's take you through the grid for this one then. So we have Woo Woo on pole position with the grid based on the previous results. So Woo Woo on pole, from Neil in second place in the Jordan. TY is in third, the independent, from Rodders in fourth in the Renault. Then we've got Bidster's McLaren in fifth. Then we've got Red Bull sixth in his Red Bull. They're all on medium tyres. Then we've got Stevie in seventh on the Super Softs. I should point out with Stevie in the last race, he actually got demoted down to about 11th position, I think, because of a penalty, because he didn't use all the charge in the overtake. So you'll have to watch out for this in this one. Keith in 8th in the Williams, with Blakeney in the Red Bull in 9th. 10th is Jamo in the Castrol car, with Techno 11th in the McLaren. Steve Paramore 12th in the Merc, with Firepower 13th in the Castrol car, and Will at the back in the Jordan. So let's crack on with the race then. So it's only Stevie on the super soft tyres, so we'll have to see how that's going to affect the race. Everyone else starting on the medium tyre, so watch out for Stevie in this next one. So here we go, lights on and green, away we go for race 3, and off we go down towards La Source, and Will gets a good start from the back on the outside of a couple of cars. Into turn 1 goes everyone else, and it looks like everyone's more or less cleanly through the apex and down the hill, and a nice clean first corner from everyone. Rodders then gets in front of TY on the outside in the Renault. Then we've got Red Bull and Bidster alongside each other. They did in this last race, and Red Bull gets ahead into Eau Rouge, and up the top of Radion, down the Camel Straight we go, using the overtake already. A few people, Red Bull's already on it. Further back we've got Blake, Jamo and Keith all together as well. We've got Blake having a go at Jamo, and then for the lead we've got Neil Farmack on the inside of Woo Woo into the com section, and Rodders goes off and then comes back on, and it causes chaos behind. Cars everywhere. Got Woo Woo's off. I think Stevie ended up involved in that as well. So everything happened there, and what a mess at Lecom. But down the hill, Red Bull is in the lead from Bidster in second. Rodders comes out in third, with TY in fourth, Stevie fifth, Keith sixth. Will is up to 7th after all that. Brilliant first lap for the Jordan driver, but his teammate Neil Farmack's alongside him, taking the position back and going to try and get on with things, as Neil got unlucky in that and caught up in the action. So we've got two separate groups now. We've got Red Bull leading the way from Bidster in second. And over the curb goes Bidster, and then Stevie down the inside of Rodders into the end of the pit path. Side by side out the pit path onto the back straight. And Stevie takes the position and moves up on the super soft tyre. He needs to go now with those super softs. Further back, Neil Farmack and Will, the two Jordans together. Techno in the McLaren alongside Blake as they come through towards Blanchimont. Back to the lead as we go towards the bus stop chicane. Stevie in second place now alongside Rodders. He's got past Rodders on the straight. Bidster looks to the outside of the Renault, but there's no way through. The McLaren finds the curb, eats the curb. Keith goes through. Further back, everyone else side by side. Will getting passed by Jamo, and we've got Techno and Blake behind them as well. Epic first lap there by everyone. TY's on maximum balance again, remember, and Bidster's on second place weight. Jamo third, Neil fourth place weight, and Rodders is actually in fifth place weight now. Let's have a look further back. Oh, incident at La Source. Neil's gone round, Techno's gone round, and Will's slow as well. So something's definitely happened back there. I'm not sure what. We'll get it in the replays afterwards, but Will slows down. He must have hit his teammate or something, or hit Techno, and he's let them both through. So something major's happened there. Let's rejoin the leaders up at Lecom. And we've got Red Bull running wide, and Stevie goes through on the super soft tyres. Remember, you've got to run both compounds in the race. Stevie's the only one that started on the super softs, and it's paying off, because he's got through the traffic, and now he needs to build a gap away from the medium tyre runners to stand a chance towards the end of the race. There's Rodders in third. Chasing down Red Bull, using a bit of his overtake. There's Keith fourth, Bidster fifth, not used any of his overtake yet. T-Y's used a little bit, but Bidster waiting for the later part of the race probably, or just waiting until he needs to use it, I suppose. Steve Paramore in 8th place, running wide there on the old 2011 livery, I think, from the Mercedes. There's a bit of Blake to the inside, but no way through past Steve Paramore there, and Blake. Oh, Steve Paramore there, now he can go through, because Steve Paramore goes off the track and leaves the track at the pith path, and then as they exit the pith path, Firepower is not too far behind. There's Neil Farmack, Techno and Will after the incident earlier on. Back to the leaders. In the draft, Stevie's not been able to pull away, but he'll be able to pull away through the corners. He's going to try and get rid of the draft though first. Rodders, a bit squirmy there out of the chicane, but he's alright. Down towards Last Horse then. Lap 3 of 16 here. Into the Last Horse hairpin. Keith having a little sniff at Rodders there, just trying to put some pressure on the Renault. So the Williams driver running well here in 4th place. Bidster's in 5th, TY 6th. They're the two heaviest cars on the grid, remember. TY's running 100 kilos, Bidster's running 80 kilos. Jamo's on 16, Neil's on 40, and Rodders is on 20. There we are down the straight. There's anyone challenging. We've got Stevie defending from Red Bulls on the attack here. Round the outside with the medium tyres, a little bit of a contact there as you go out the corner, and Red Bull gets pushed a bit wide there by Stevie in the braking zone, and then Rodders goes through to take 2nd place. Keith now could take 3rd. Keith for the possible podium place, but no, Red Bull attacks Rodders back, but Rodders leaves him space, but there's no way through past the Renault. So the Red Bull has to wait. So down to Pouon then, the fast left-hander. This way Stevie can make the most of his super soft rubber and pull away from the rest as Red Bull has a little look at the back of the Renault. Red Bull to the inside of Rodders, and there's a look at the inside, but there's no way through. Rodders holds on round the outside. Brilliant job from defending there from Rodders. It's hard to defend on the outside, but if you can carry the momentum through the corner, you can do it. Further back, we've got a train. Jamo has a train behind him. He's got Blake, Steve Paramore, Firepower, Neil, Techno all together now. And Neil's closing up on these packs, but back to the leading packers. Red Bull has contact with Rodders as he goes through Blanchimont, just trying to unsettle the Renault in front of him, literally. Brake into the chicane, late on the brakes, and Red Bull goes through. Can Rodders get the cut back out of the chicane? No is the answer, and Red Bull goes through with a good move there. A bit more calculated that time from in this race, because last race he wasn't really calculating his moves, he was just going yippee-ki-yay round up the inside. And there's Rodders giving him a bit of revenge there, as he just gives him a little tap out of Last Horse. Luckily there's no damage in the Gran Turismo games, so no front wings were lost and no tyres were punctured. So into the Camel straight we go, down the straight. Red Bull keeping to the extreme inside, defending for his life here. Rodders to the outside, but again there is no way through into Lecom, and they all still stay in line. Stevie's trying to pull away out front with the super soft rubber. They've all got to use the both compound tyre in the race, so the outside, Bridges trying to go around the outside of Keith there behind, but no way through from the McLaren. The Williams holds on. TY's right behind them now as well, so closing up. So TY, the green car, the independent, just trying to do what he can. There's Rodders and Red Bull. Red Bull has a little penalty there. He's got to get rid of that before the line, but he should be able to do it in the braking zone for the chicane. So we'll see what he can do there. Meanwhile, further back, it's all happening now. Jamo, Blake's all over the back of Jam here, looking to get the outside line into the pit path. Jamo defends the inside. Neil Farmack further back as well, goes past Firepower and moves up to 10th place. Jamo is holding on to his positions at the minute, but Blake's putting the pressure on. Steve Paramore runs wide. Neil Farmack gets gifted 9th place. Firepower then goes at the inside, follows through the right-hander, but no, they can't do it, and Techno could take advantage here but doesn't bother. Will's still having steering issues with his controller, so that's him more or less out of the race. It's just not turning the car for him, and a penalty just to add insult to injury. Meanwhile, up with the leaders. Red Bull to the inside of Last Horse, and Keith defends from Bidster into the Last Horse hairpin. It's all together as one, out of the hairpin down the hill. Rodders and Red Bull alongside each other into Eau Rouge. Keith and Bidster almost side by side as well as Red Bull holds on. But Rodders will have the draft down the straight and he's going to go for it. Can Bidster get past Keith as well? Everyone together. Back to the battle behind them. They're not close enough to be watched yet. So Red Bull and Rodders into Lecombe. And Rodders not quite able to get the switch back onto the inside of Red Bull, and Red Bull just gets enough of the car ahead to tuck in for the apex and hold position. Keith has a look into the Brussels hairpin, but either that, I think that was actually more defending from Bids actually. As Rodders goes wide, it did cut Rodders off. And Rodders goes wide, now he's lost momentum. Can Keith go through? Not quite yet. Into Pouon. Fast, 150 miles an hour plus through that corner. The G-force must be astronomical, but luckily the drivers can take it as you go through the left-hander and into the next right-hander, the exit of the pith path. Keith understeers wide of it, he's okay though. Meanwhile, further back, Jamo, Blake and Neil Farmax now right on the back of Blakeney now. Wants more positions in the Jordan to try and help with his championship position. Jamo's got weight on, remember he's got third place weight, Neil's got fourth place weight, so he's still got a bit of weight on the car, but Neil looks like he's got the pace. Back to the chicane with the leading group. Stevie's pulled away, 1:55.1 for him, 1:56s for the rest. So he's definitely pulling away now, Stevie. He's to do all he can, stay on those super softs for as long as they're giving him good grip, and then swap. Out of the last horse hairpin, down towards Eau Rouge. Rodders behind Blake. He's not close enough to go side by side this time. Behind Red Bull, sorry. There, speaking of Blake, there he is on there. Neil Farmax gone through. Neil Farmax gone through. We've got cars in the pit lane. We've got Jamo and Firepower into the pits. And out. Very quick pit stops on GTSport when these races were run, and they are both out, so both Castrol cars come in and they are on now the super soft tyre. Will that last to the end of the race? We'll have to see. Look at Stevie's super soft tyre. It could actually, but at 6 laps on it, it's looking a bit worn, but still could do a bit more, I think. There's Red Bull and Rodders in third. Everyone together through Pouon, and Rodders goes wide. Pouon, that's not going to help as Keith gets on the overtake, can smell an opportunity, moves to the outside, and Rodders will defend the inside. Keith will now try and go around the outside and get the inside for the next corner, but he doesn't even have to bother, because he goes around the outside of the right-hander and gets the position done. So Keith now moves himself into third place. A brilliant showing here from Keith. The best runs he's had this season so far, and Rodders now looks for the counter-attack, but Keith gets on the overtake. Rodders has used a lot of his overtake already. Vince has used a little bit. T-Y's used about a quarter, and Keith, yeah, he's got about he's used a quarter as well. Red Bull's got about 2/3 left as we go into the chicane. Anyone for the pits this time? T-Y is in the pit lane. So T-Y now decides it is the time, and he goes into the pits. There's Neil Farmack and Blake. Neil holding position from Blake, and he's got a penalty to get rid of. Was that contact or was that track limits? We'll find out in a moment, because Neil usually serves all his penalties, and it must have been contact because he's kept going. So contact penalty for Neil Farmack as TY comes out the pits on the super soft rubber. We're approaching half distance, not quite yet. Next lap will be half distance, and that will be probably the key for most pit stops, because they know they've done half the race. But again, the medium tyres are supposed to try and run as long as they can into the race and then switch. But it depends on how fast the super soft runners that have come out the pits are. So TY will be a good gauge for the leading group, and Jamo and Firepower will be a good gauge for the back group. Neil Farmack and Blake down the straight. Blake goes to the inside into Lecombe, but there is no way through. Neil breaks late, holds position, doesn't bother to go for it yet. So Blake just biding his time a little bit. Through Pouon, we have the Red Bull, Williams of Keith, Renault of Rodders, and McLaren and Bidster all together. Bidster trying to stick in the back of the group. With the weight on, he must be pushing hard with that weight on. He's got second place weight on. TY was pushing hard as well, but now he's on fresh rubber. We'll see what he can do. Come up towards Blanchimont. Oh, Stevie's tyres looking like the leader. We can see what the tyres are like, obviously, but the drivers can only see their own, so we can see what's actually going to happen. But Stevie's tyres still look quite good, really, so Stevie could keep going here for a while. See how it goes. Red Bull in still second now. Here we are, pit stop time. Keith is in. Keith's in. No one else has pitted, just Keith. So we'll see where he comes out in comparison to TY. TY's just coming out the last corner now, but remember the pit stops are very quick. Here's Keith's stop. Up, tyres on, tyres off, down, and walk to the exit, which is so unrealistic. There's TY. And TY goes through, so he's quicker on the super softs. It just shows you he's come out ahead of Keith, and Keith are at the front of the train, so he's definitely got faster there, but now Keith will be faster on them tyres as well. So it's going to be about timing for the front lot. We're at half distance now. Do you choose to do half distance? Because Stevie's definitely done half distance on the tyres and they're still working well. So why not? You would, wouldn't you, if you knew what the data was like, but the drivers can only see what their own tyres are like. So it's the best guess, really, the best strategy that's going to win. Russell's hairpin. Rodders runs very wide through there. He's not got much overtake left at all. He's got hardly any left, and Bidds has got, well, lots. So I think for with Bidds to passing Rodders, it might be a matter of if, not when. Oh, sorry, when, not if. Sorry, the other way around. I will get my words right. Meanwhile, Stevie in the lead of the race. Still doing 156s, so still a good life in them tyres yet. Keith and TY. Let's all look further back in the race then. We've got Steve Paramore 10th. Firepower and Jamo, they were the first to switch to the super softs. And they've both done 57s. Not bad lap times for the pack. Through Pouon. And Jamo getting the move on there. Firepower ahead. So this is the stage of the race where we do spread out a little bit, but then the battles will bring it back. Blake and Neil still close together as well, and now has anyone else chosen to pit yet? We've got everyone else in. Red Bull, Rodders, Bidster, everyone in the pits. TY and Keith are there. Let's see what the pit stops are like. Let's look at Rodders' stop here. The Renault goes up onto the jacks, tyres on, tyres off, everyone else doing the same thing at the same time. Here's TY, and where are they coming out? There they are. There they are, they rejoined there, and both TY and Keith go through as they get up to speed. So TY's got himself to the front of the pack, but he's got slightly older rubber, but it shouldn't make too much difference. 55.7 last time round. Everyone out the pits now, everyone on the overtake. Go, go, go. Rodders has got none left, so he can't go, go, go. He's got none. But everyone else on the super soft tyres now, they should see him to the end of the race with ease. Back up to the battle up ahead. Keith takes second place. Keith takes second place from TY, drafts past him on the straight. Keith is up to second in the Williams. TY the independent, gets a good little boost from Red Bull. Back down the inside into the Brussels hairpin. And contact as we go through. Hits Keith wide and goes through. Rodders wants a piece of this now as well. Excuse me, boys, coming through as we go into the bottom corner and down towards Pouon. TY. And Red Bull comes alongside him, goes through. And TY's going to have an attack back now. Wasn't really like TY to make a kind of move like he did earlier on Keith, but I suppose a little bit of rubbings racing as Keith defends for his life now from Rodders, and Bidster's now in this. We've got new tyres, new lease of life. Let's see what all these drivers can do. Out of the pith path, into the back section. Onto the straight. Let's have a quick look back at everyone else. We've got Techno there, medium still. Firepower has passed Techno now. So that's a position change. Blake and Neil still haven't pitted yet, and they need to soon. And Keith now on the inside, defending from Rodders. Rodders to the outside line, getting the inside for the next bit of the hairpin, and there's contact, and Rodders muscles his way through, and Bidster says thank you, boys, and gets the traction and takes both of them onto the straight. Not using his overtake just yet though, but Keith got well and truly bullied out there as Rodders was on the inside, but again it was a little bit forced. Not the most respectful passing movement from Rodders, but not much we can do about it, I'm afraid. The stewards might have a look later on if Keith decides to appeal it, but we'll see what happens. Blake's in the pits then from 8th place. Neil Farmack's still going round. Still not changed onto them super soft tyres yet, so he needs to. But we know that, but does he know that? Into Lecombe at the end of the straight. Stevie is still in the lead on the super soft tyres. Still doing 56, is still doing a good lap time, but even if he changes tyres now, I think he'll still stay ahead. We'll see. There's Red Bull, T. White, Rodders, Bidster, and attacking Keith now. Down towards Pouon, will he ever go down towards Pouon? I don't think he will. Keith puts down a bit of overtake just to make sure he gets a little bit of a gap into the corner. Bidster hulks the curb, goes wide, but he's okay. He holds it on the track just. There's Blake. Techno is in 9th place, and then we've got Firepower and Jamo together, the two Castrol cars running in unison. Pitted for the super softs a bit earlier on in the race to try and catch up, but don't think it's helped them out too much. Steve Paramore back in 12th, and Will. Poor old Will getting lapped here. So, and he moves to one side, lets Stevie go through, and very polite gesture there from Will, who was struggling with his controller issue at the minute. He's just trying to survive this round. Hopefully next round he can get something fixed with that, but we'll see. But not a happy few races for Will here. As Stevie goes through the last source hairpin, still going on the super soft tyres. Red Bull second, TY third, TY closer now to the back of Red Bull. Will he have a go down to the end of the straight? Red Bull 54.7 last time round. I don't know who holds the fastest lap. Rodders does. 154.3 from Rodders last time round. Neil Farmack's finally in the pits, but can Blake get through? We'll watch that in a minute. As we look at everyone else up towards Lecombe. TY versus Red Bull down towards Lecombe. TY pulls out of the draft on the outside line for the first right-hander, but can he get ahead in north? Now Red Bull holds on. Red Bull ruthless in his defence, and no way through for TY. Meanwhile, let's check on Blake and Neil as Blake comes out of the pits ahead of Neil. Just shows you the one extra lap on those older tyres has not helped Neil out one bit, so he's now got to chase down Blake as he corner cuts the top of O'Rouge, but he does lift. He physically lifted there to show that he'd done it, and now he gets a penalty anyway. So, but he'll have to get rid of that before the end of the lap. There's Techno and Firepower together. Techno's still not pitted off those medium tyres yet. He needs to at some point. So we'll keep track of that progress. Meanwhile, Red Bull and Rodders and all the other group of leaders have come up to the back of Will. Will. He'll try and move out the way best he can, but he can't really do it very easily in this section. He'll be able to do it in a minute as he gets onto the straight, and they'll be able to draft past him. There we go, he moves over now. Good job from Will there, very aware of his surroundings, and good job there from Will. And now he gets back up to speed again, but then we've got Keith, Bidster and everyone else, but Will goes right off the track onto the grass even. So much respect there from Will, and letting the other cars go through, so it's very much appreciated, Will. And Red Bull comes around the turn one. Now Stevie's in. Stevie is in the pit lane. Up on the jacks. Super softs off, mediums on. As everyone else comes through towards turn one. How much of a lead has Stevie got now? It's not much. I thought it'd be more than that. But Stevie's out of the pits on fresh medium tyres, and now he's got the group bearing down on him. Stevie's got to run away as fast as he can now. And he's doing. I'd be pressing that overtake as well personally, just try and run away a bit, but Red Bull's got him in his sights now. He's in the draft. Could Red Bull take the lead here from Stevie? I thought he pulled away enough, but he's not. In towards Lecombe, he's going to dive down the inside. Oh, dive down the inside. Wow! Out of desperation, but Red missed or what, but Red Bull absolutely suicidal there into Lecombe. Luckily Stevie saw him, and Stevie doesn't give up places easily either, so Stevie will put Red Bull in his place. But Stevie has lost most of his lead now. He thought he'd build up enough lead on the tyres, but he's not. But now we definitely know the mediums are not going to go off towards the end at all, so it's whether Red Bull pushes his super soft tyres too hard and loses grip over time. Could Rodders win this race? Could Keith win this race? We don't know. Any one of the top six could really win this race, I think, with the way things are going. You've got Blake and Neil's really close together now. Neil's close up to the back of Blake now in the Jordan. And Jordan attacking the Red Bull. in towards Pouon now, the fast left-hander. Neil right behind him. He's going to get the turbulent air through here and not be able to close up too much as we go down towards the Piff Path, though he could have a go. Maybe. No, not quite. Blakeney still holds on. Still not close enough yet for Neil Farmack to challenge. Back to the leader, Stevie down defence and Red Bull on the inside line. Red Bull goes for the switchback, goes wide, switches back again. Gets on the power. Can he do anything? No, he can't. Stevie's going to have to defend for his life. Keith gets rid of a little bit of a penalty there. In towards the turn one, Red Bull dives for it on the inside, but Stevie says, no you don't, cut back, have that. And Red Bull getting very desperate now, starting to pull some really crazy moves. But Rodder's now in the draft of Stevie's going to go past Red Bull on the outside, now the inside into Rouge. Oh my word, voice break time. But Red Bull and Rodder still side by side, but Rodder gets the draft off Stevie and pulls ahead. But we know what Red Bull's like. He'll go for some kind of suicide dive, and he hits Rodders up the back end, and he knows now he's got to calm it down a bit. He surely knows now he's got to calm it down a bit, because he's going for all these moves. It's not going to happen. He's going to end up taking someone off. I don't want to start calling him this, but he's becoming the Maldonado of the group, he's getting dangerous here. He's just on the inside now, pushing and shoving his way through. It's not the respectful way of doing it, but he is in second now. He's got to chase down Stevie again. Red Bull's just got to learn he can't go for every single move. So down to Pouon, and Bidser has got TY low the back of him now. The TY and Bidser have got more worn tyres than everyone else because of the weight on the cars. They're trying the best. Top six still split with a blanket. Neil Farmack in 7th, Blake still 8th, so Blake is now... Oh, Neil Farmack goes wide at Pouon, slides the car, almost loses the back end, but luckily holds on. And Blake now can smell blood, and now he can't get through, so Neil holds on for now. How long can he hold on though? Further back, near the back, we've got a nice battle brewing. We've got Jamo in 10th, Steve Paramore 11th, and Techno in 12th. So they're all together, and they've all done the tyre swaps, I think. Techno to the inside of Pouon and gives Steve Paramore a nudge and then lets him go. Everyone's going for the banzai moves today. Into the hairpin. Rodders takes back second place from Red Bull. Red Bull to the outside though. Side by side through Eau Rouge again. Here we go. Take two. Contact as we go through Eau Rouge. And Rodders loses out. Red Bull gets the position. Down the straight we go. Keith's now involved in this as well. And Bidster. Rodders has got no overtake left. Red Bull's got a little bit. Stevie's got a tiny bit as well. But Bidster's got probably the most. A little bit left in Bidster's tank, just under a quarter. So it's all going to be about the battling now as Keith goes to the inside of Rodders in towards the Brussels hairpin, and Rodders turns in, sees Williams on the inside and has to give best. But now he goes around the outside onto the AstroTurf. Not giving up, but Keith goes around the outside and takes it. Have that, Rodders. Now Keith uses a bit more of his overtake to pull away. Stevie with a penalty there. Red Bull takes the lead. Red Bull's took the lead off Stevie. Stevie's got a penalty as well. Through the right-hander into the left-hander. Yep, round the left hand, round the corner we go. Down the straight, so guys, just having a drink there. All this talking, there's a side by side through Blanchemont. Down towards the chicane, lap 14 of 16. Red Bull holds on. Stevie gets rid of the penalty and now can start to challenge again. But again, Red Bull's super soft tyres might not last to the end of the race with the way he's pushing. Mediums on Stevie's car will last to the end no matter what happens. He can push them as hard as he wants. The guys behind have got, probably, I think Rodders actually has got the best tyres of the lot of them. So Rodders could pull a surprise out of the hat here. Down to Eau Rouge. Been a brilliant race this, absolutely brilliant battles in this, and in this whole round has been some good battles and good racing. Only disappointment for me is a bit of reckless driving from Red Bull, pulling quite a few suicidal moves, but Hopefully he'll learn to calm down in time. But Stevie goes to the outside. No way through. Again, got to put the pressure on. Got to make Red Bull defend, work his tyres harder. It's all in the mindset. And Red Bull now defends the inside again into the Brussels hairpin. Stevie to the outside line, round the outside. Can he go around the outside of him? Yes! Powers round the outside. That just shows you the grip difference with the tyres. Stevie's tyres are not going to go off, and they'll have good grip to the end. And it was round the outside of Red Bull there. What a move. And Red Bull's front tyres are looking a bit more finished than everyone else's as well. He's probably putting too much lock on again. Let's have a look on board. Into the corner. No, he's not been too bad with this one actually. He's a bit overlocked there, but no, he's not doing too bad with the tyres. Probably just been pushing hard and making all these suicidal dives, but no, he's learning. Compare that to the start of the season when he was doing 180 degrees around every corner and scrubbing the life out of him. He's not done too bad. So into the fast section of tracking towards Blanchimont, and we've got Stevie and Red Bull side by side again. Red Bull on the outside line. Now gets the inside for the hairpin. Sorry, for the chicane. Keep on the inside of Rodders as well. And Rodders to the outside. Gets the cut back on the inside of Stevie and Red Bull side by side as well. It's all happening. Bidster and TY could actually end up benefiting from this greatly, because if they do all that kind of stuff again, they're gonna benefit. Last lap. Red Bull to the inside into Lassos. Keith to the inside of Rodders. Everyone together. Rodders on the outside curb as a massive twitch, loses traction, and Bidster's now having a go. Bidster's like, right, now's the time. He's got a lot of overtake to use as well, Bidster, in this last lap. So Stevie as well. So we've got to remember to use the overtake, boys. I know we've been focusing on this battle primarily, guys, but it's the best battle on track at the minute. Down to Lecon. Last time. Red Bull defends the inside. Stevie trying to go around the outside, but no, tucks in. Keith holding third for now. Rodders on the curb. On TY looks to the outside. Down towards the Brussels hairpin, and Rodders loses it. Oh no, Rodders loses it. TY backs off. There must have been some kind of contact, so that's their race is ruined unless they can catch up in the draft. Bidster trying to attack Keith for the podium place, not happening. Stevie trying to attack Red Bull for the lead, not happening. Down towards Pouon. He's going to quickly divert away from this and have a look at further. We've got Neil and Blake still battling for 7th. We've got Firepower on his own in 9th. We've got Jamo and Techno battling for 10th, 11th with Steve Paramore. But now back to the leaders. Into the Piff Path. This is the right, left, and then this right as well. And then we go out of the Piff Path section and down the back so-called straight. As Keith is going to... Keith could actually get a good run here. Everyone using the last of their overtake. Red Bull's on his. Stevie's not using his. He needs to remember. Otherwise he's going to end up at the back of this pack if he's not careful, because it'll be an instant 10-second penalty for not using the overtake. Into the last corner then. Red Bull used all his overtake. Holds the corner. Stevie gets to run out the corner into the line. It's going to be all that traction. Red Bull wins. Stevie second, but no, he doesn't use all his overtake. Keith third. Bidster fourth. Rodders fifth. TY sixth. But Stevie has not used all his overtake. Bottom right corner. He's not used it all, so he will be 6th place. Not good for Stevie. Neil Farmack is going to be 7th maybe, but can Blake change that? Up the inside into the last corner, fair battle. They've had a battle all race to the line. Blake wheel spins and that loses him traction, and Neil Farmack gets the position. Oh, incredible. Goes down to the last corner, 7th place for Neil, 8th for Blake. Firepower is going to finish in 9th place. Nice consistency here from Firepower and a good showing. Kept out of trouble and record some more good points down. Another top 10 finish. Good job, Firepower. And then we've got Techno, who's going to be in 10th place, and Jamo's fallen back to 11th on the last lap as well, so something's happened there. So he was battling with them, and Techno's gone through, and Jamo down to 11th. Steve Paramore will be in 12th place. And then we have Will. I think he's called Will for a reason, because he has the most willpower of anyone. Because for anyone to keep going with a dodgy controller and just keep going, just keep the faith, and just try your hardest. Yes, a big hats off to Will for grade A effort. So guys, we will now go to the replays of the race, followed by the results and the overall championship standings after round 5. And now guys, let's go and look at the replays from race 3 here at Spa. Okay, here's the first of the replays then, so we're going down the Camel Straight with TY on lap 1, going down towards the NEC. We're starting to lag a bit here, see there's a little stutter there. Then we go down towards the braking zone, watch this, we brake, but then the car lags forward, hits Rodders, and then Rodders goes wide, we're lagging all over the place. Then Woo makes a mistake, and then Rodders rejoins in the middle of the pack. Stevie has a little bit of an error himself. It all gets a bit all over the place, and then Woo goes off, and then everyone else continues. Now here's another view of that from Red Bull, from Woo-Woo's point of view as we go into the corner. See, he goes a bit wide, there goes Rodders, wide, then we rejoin, but then watch Woo-Woo's car, it just doesn't move because he has disconnected from the race, but his car is still visible. It's very strange, but there Woo-Woo is then out of the race. Now here's a look at some of the action on the start of lap 2 on board with Blake, down towards La Source, into the braking zone. Will brakes late, Blake brakes late, and then the two Jordans take each other out. Then there's more contact behind as it gets rather messy, and yeah, the two Jordans come together, and that's what causes the chaos. And now here's another look at that on the incident on board with Steve Paramore. So you see the two Jordans make contact, then everyone else makes contact, and we hit Blake, and then we just get through the middle and we make up some places. Now here's a replay of some action on lap 5 going down towards the chicane. We've got Blake and Jamo alongside each other, Neil there, we've got Techno behind. Into the chicane, Jamo brakes too late and then goes onto the inside curb, tries to be safe, and he gets reset. Then Techno puts on too much power and hits the wall on the inside, and then Blake and Neil are still side by side, and Neil holds the position into turn 1. There's some very late braking there, a little tap from Blake, but he takes 7th place. Now here's Jamo's view of all that. So we've got Blake coming up in the rear view, and then we've got Neil watching what Techno's doing. So Blake comes alongside us, side by side to Blanchemont, very close, and down to the chicane. And then we hit the brakes, and watch this. So Jamo hits the brakes too late. Then he goes to use the safe part of the track, but the game says nope. Resets him, and then he gets going again, but goes to the AstroTurf, so he doesn't actually get in people's way, and the game resets him again. So GTSport absolutely ruining Jamo's race there, and then he decides, right, well, sod that, I'll go into the pits. Here's a replay on board with Bidster for Rodder's sort of optimistic move on Keith. He's on the outside, keeps his nose in there, and then just bang, 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 bullies past Keith, and then Bidster takes advantage as well. So Rodder's there being a bit rough. Now here's a replay of something that happened to TY that we missed on lap 11. So we're into the Brussels hairpin. Everything looks okay so far, but watch this. He goes wide out the corner, gets the car on too early, and then makes a very uncharacteristic error for TY. Goes straight across the other side of the track onto the AstroTurf and loses places and ends up down in 6th place. Not what we expect from TY. Here's a replay of a little battle further back on lap 14. You see Steve Paramore and Techno going at it. So Mercedes versus McLaren into the pit path. Techno goes to the inside into the pit path, then gets the inside line. There's a little bit of contact, and Techno gives way on the inside for some reason. He doesn't stick with the move. Then the side by side out of the pit path again. Steve Paramore defends the inside line, and then Techno goes on the cutback and gets the position into 11th place. Now here's a little replay on board with TY in the last lap. We're lagging around a bit. We're behind Rodders, and Rodders makes a little mistake there anyway. And then as we go on into the next corner, there's a lag spike, and TY hits Rodders, and he somehow just about holds onto the car. But then TY does sportingly let him rejoin in front of him. And now as we come back from a whole host of replays, let's go and look at the results of race 3. So your winner is Red Bull. Well done to Red Bull, only just ahead of Stevie, a very close finish there, but Stevie will not be second, he will be down in 6th place because of not using all his overtakes. So penalty there for Stevie, so Keith takes 2nd, with Bidster moving up to 3rd, with Rodders then will be 4th, with TY 5th, and then it will be Stevie in 6th place. So a big change at the top there. And then we have a bit of a gap to Neil Farmack in 7th, which will go over the page, with Blakeney in the Red Bull in 8th place. Firepower is 9th in the Castrol Honda. Techno in 10th in the McLaren, with Jamo in the Castrol Honda in 11th. We then have Steve Paramore just behind him in 12th, with Will rounding off the 13 finishers because Woo Woo unfortunately disconnects, and Rodders takes the fastest lap, a 1:54.3. And now, guys, we move on to the championship standings after round 5. TY in the lead of the championship on 2:02, from Bids to second on 1:76. Jamo on 1:64 in third, with Rodders and Red Bull equal fourth on 1:63. Neil on 1:62, so very close in that little bunch there. 7th for Techno on 1:54. 8th for Stevie on 1:50. 9th is Woo Woo on 1:47. Seek 1/10th on 1:34. Keith on 1:09 in 11th. Blake on 97 in 12th. 13th for Steve Paramore on 89. 86 for Bradders in 14th. 59 for Firepower, and 16th for Will on 56. Then we have McLaren in the lead of the teams on 3:30, from Red Bull on 2:60. Renault Honda on 2:49, with Williams on 2:43. Mercedes 2:39. Castrol Honda on 2:23, with the 7-Up Jordan team rounding the teams off on 2:18. That is your overall championship standings after round 5. So TY in the lead and McLaren in the lead of the teams. So there is your winner, Red Bull in that pack, the number 1 there at the side of his car. Red Bull wins the race, and we'll just get a better view of the cars. There they are, it's a nice shot. Red Bull wins the race, well done. Stevie's not second, he falls down to 6th place with the penalty for not using all his overtakes, a 10-second penalty there. See the red light on his car lit up, that means he's got low charge, so he still had some battery left. So Stevie then will be 6th, and Red Bull is your winner. We will see you guys next time for round 6 of the championship, which will be at Bathurst. We'll see you then. Take care. Thank you everyone for watching round 5 from Spa there. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We really do want to try and grow the channel, so every single subscription helps. And next time it's going to be round 6 from Bathurst. We are going down under with the Super Formulas around this tight track. It's going to be brilliant. We'll see you then. Take care.